Right, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Want to suck on these plums?
Suck on my plum, yeah?
Suck on all these plums. Oh man, I'm on the way to bowls today. I found another one of them fucking nickname joke things. Nicknames are
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking funny, man. Some of them are just hilarious.
Go on, give me a highlight.
What's the highlight? Oh man, I can't remember. I was just fucking cracking up though. Oh,
That's really good. Yeah.
they're
So
just all
good.
good. They're just hard to remember.
Right.
The fucking I've had a drink since then. Fuck. The glass eye guy. Yeah, oh yeah. We call someone the glass eye. Looks effective, but don't fucking work.
Yeah, you told me that one the other day. So
Ah, fuck. Then I can't remember. Then I can't remember the ones on this morning.
I'm gonna sit here until you remember.
Well, I'll get the episode up then because it's only on YouTube. I watched it, man. Oh no, that's Taylor Swift. Last thing watched Taylor Swift. Where the fuck have I got that from my phone? Right, history. Funny nicknames. Hilarious nicknames in the workplace. Oh, that was actually quite funny. The first one. I worked with a guy they used to call beer bottle because he's empty from the shoulders up.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Oh no! They call my boss mortgage eyes because one's fixed and the other one's variable.
That's brilliant. I like that one a lot. All right. Enough of other people's podcasts. Should we start our own?
Yeah, I still think I really want to mention on one episode about. I wish there was a mod where you make one leg shorter than the other and become a sniper's nightmare.
What? Why? Well, you want to do a whole episode just for that joke?
One episode. Do a short.
Just
do a short. Be like, I wish there was a mod with one leg shorter than the other, so my head would bob up and down and be a sniper's nightmare.
Do you know what I'd do if I come across that on YouTube as a short? I'd look at it, I'd listen to it, and then I'd go, huh, and then keep scrolling.
Yeah, but you listen to it, and that's all about the view. Win.
What about the entertainment value?
That's what we're here for.
I'd be like, huh, those guys ain't that funny.
What? That thing was hilarious, bruh.
All right, I forget how to intro. You want to do it or me do it?
Yeah, I'll let you do it this time.
What episode are we now?
Fuck's 8.
8. Episode 8.
I think maybe I skip one. No, we should be on 8. I think last one was 7. Yes, 7.
8 definitely comes after 7.
Yep, that's 8. We're on episode 8.
All right, cool.
Hello. PC's turned off.
Has it?
No, it's good now. It's good.
I mean, you're still there.
No, I went to sleep.
Your PC went to sleep.
Yeah.
But you're using it.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. That's what I got you there for. What did it, Andy?
Welcome, Friendly DayZ podcast. Episode 8.
8.
I'm Andy. This is...
And I'm Dave.
Oh, yeah, I was introducing you.
Oh, sorry, bro.
I'm Andy, and this is...
He's Dave.
Oh, fucking hell. Right. Fucking Muggins in the corner there. His name's Dave. In this episode, now we've got 2 choices for name, Dave. I've come up with 2 names.
Okay.
I'm calling it either The Vanilla Problem or This Tastes Like Vanilla.
That's good. I'll go for the second one. This tastes like vanilla.
Yeah, this tastes like vanilla. There we go. And welcome to this.
Vanilla is a flavour.
What? I don't get that one.
Oh, well, people say vanilla is not a flavour. It's plain. It's not. It's a flavour.
Oh. It's just like see-through as a colour. It's not a colour, Dave.
Exactly.
This episode is called This Tastes Like Vanilla.
Yum.
So we're recording this episode right in the middle of a load of events that are happening right now. We had the Lights Out event that's just happened When was that? Was that Monday to Wednesday?
Yeah, Monday to Wednesday.
And today is Saturday, the Saturday afterwards. So today is the King of the Castle day 1. Tomorrow is King of the Castle day 2. Then next week we've got a Happy Bombs event, the 26th and 27th. Let's say that.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. That's what you said.
Absolute certainty. I literally read it maybe 2 minutes ago. Can't remember. Oh, nailed it. 26th, 27th. Loads of events happening. Now, Happy Bombs event kind of doesn't really fall into this category, I don't think. Because what I want to cover to begin with the events is the controversy around the vanilla aspect and the issues that Bohemia currently have with vanilla that is subsequently modded out in community servers. Things like damage distribution or even damage protection from like plate carriers, or the shock values, that kind of stuff.
And how fast you go on con, and so on.
How long you're on con for,
and
all of that stuff. And quite literally, no one's really even used to playing with those values. But that's besides the point whether you're used to it or not, is whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Now, generally, the community has said the way that vanilla is set up is a bad thing, so we're gonna change our files to be how we want it to be.
Yeah, mod it out as such.
Yeah,
and let's move it to more of a balanced. Because the argument is it balanced?
So that's where this idea of the this episode's come from. I was watching Happy Bomb's stream, whilst I was also watching Minder's stream, during, amongst a few others. I think at one point I had about 8 different streams up at one time, especially towards the end. But during the Lights Out event, if you haven't seen it yet, you're going to go back and watch it, so I'll spoil it for you. Happy Bombs and his squad, he had OG and Wicked in his team, Minder, Taupe and Peroniacs as another trio. Happy Bombs' team run up on Minder and Taupe and Peroniacs. And Happy Bombs knocked Taupe out pretty quickly with a single shot. Knocked him out in the middle of a field whilst they were running back and forth to get food, right? And that's what gave me the idea of actually this would be a pretty good episode. Can we talk about this? Because Taupe did get very irate about it, and understandably, I think, in my opinion, but we'll get onto that. But then also he's put that out on Twitter, and other people have had their own input onto this issue as well. So I feel like it's actually quite a valid talking point at the moment.
Yeah, it is spoke about a lot, like especially if you do go on to certain Twitch channels and on their YouTube channels. The one that comes to mind myself is Minder. Minder has a lot of debate about it, especially with his Karma Crew team, because they do tweak stuff on their community servers. Hence why people actually, in my opinion, prefer the community servers, because it's more balanced, and it's balanced by the people who actually play the game.
I think maybe they introduced this whole like knockout / shock value thing, and they've just completely run with it. They've not like eked it in slowly but surely. They've very much just gone, there you go, and it's fucking hardcore. You know what I mean? They've gone, you're going to get knocked out all the time because we've introduced being knocked out. You're going to get massive shock damage because we've introduced shock damage. Rather than balancing it and seeing where it should fall on the scale, they've just gone, that's a thing now and it's going to happen all the time.
Yeah. They'll just put it in there and seeing how they can tweak it, rather than finalising it before they put it in. It's now in, and to people's detriment, it's in, and it's not fully tweaked, and it gets tweaked sometimes. It gets tweaked on some updates, some patches tweaks it, and sometimes they tweak it for the good, sometimes they tweak it for the bad. We all know what the patches are like.
Well, there was a period when they did a patch and you'd get knocked out and then you'd be back up within 3 seconds, and then there was another patch. I think that patch there was to fix a patch that they introduced where you'd get knocked out and it'd be like 2 minutes that you'd be uncon for. Just don't understand how server owners can get it right, but Bohemia can't. But going back to this gunfight and how it happened, play by play, maybe 300 meters out, maybe not even that far, 200, Happy Bomb shot Taupe once in the chest with a Mosin, I believe. Can't remember now. It was back on a Wednesday. But he shot him once and he went uncon in the middle of the field. Minder didn't have eyes on him. And Peroniax didn't know what way he was meant to be looking, I think.
Peroniax is a legend.
He was all over the place. He was funny, though. He just gets so hyped, doesn't he?
Very good PvPer, though. Very good PvP player. But at that time, because it was out of the bluish, it was, the comms went crazy.
They were dying of food, yeah, that was it. And the comms weren't great, to be fair. Which is another subject matter in its own. So he's waking up from uncon, right? Happy Bomb shoots him again, and he goes uncon again. So he doesn't die. He just has enough shock damage to go uncon. And then Happy Bomb's like, sod this, I'm going to put another bullet into him. So he puts a third bullet into him, and then he dies. Okay? Yeah. All this time, Peroniax is just running around, and Minder's looking for where the shots have come from, but is out of his line of sight. And that was it. They went forward as a duo from there. No one else died in that fight. They just backed off, ran around a bit, and went their own separate ways. But then obviously that annoyed Taupe. Taupe took that to Twitter after the event, and then other people got involved. And there are some interesting comments on that feed.
Yeah, there's some people's opinions. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one.
Not everyone needs to hear it.
Yeah.
One of the people whose opinion I value quite highly is Mike, because he's done such a lot of work on the Karma Crew servers and tweaking
Mike
that.
Doherty is so good at that sort of stuff, yeah.
And he weighed in on that chat and saying about the realism, and yes, we know it's a survival game at the end of the day. It's not a simulation. But when you look at, if you had a graph, I guess, or a bar, and you got Vanilla at one end and Karma Crew at the other, where do you put realism on that line? And you'd put realism way closer to the Karma Crew servers than you would the Vanilla servers, because for your plate to not get barely any damage at all, but you go uncon for basically a free kill in Vanilla, whereas on the Karma Crew servers, you're going to need 2 hits. The guy's not going to go down. He'll take the damage, but you're going to need that second hit whilst he's up and running around. You're getting another chance. Whereas if you go down in Vanilla, it doesn't matter that you've gone down in one, or that it takes 3 bullets to kill you, because you're uncon for so long.
Yeah, you're incapacitated, and then you're just an easy target. If it's just you be that player, you're dead instantly, because he's going to be over the top of you, and you're going to see that you are dead screen straight away.
Exactly. So you've basically died as soon as you've gone uncon. It's so easy to go uncon in Vanilla. It's such a big target. Is one of Minder's what they called sound bites. The chest is the easiest target to aim for, and one bullet into that puts you uncon. Even if you're wearing a plate which weighs 12 kilograms, that has already punished you enough for.
Yeah, this is true. You get punished as well. So you should be punished for terrible shots. Now, if you're going for a 200-meter shot and you're not ranged right, you're aiming for the chest and you don't hit right, and you hit just below the center of mass, which is the your chest, and you're hitting the leg, you broke the guy's leg. You're actually getting rewarded for a shite shot. So that's another talking point on Vanilla. Do you know what I mean? But then if he actually hit you in the chest, then would he knock you uncon? Now, if you're playing the Karma Crew servers, then you probably not. The shock's going to knock you back a bit, and if he's good enough, he can hit you with a second shot.
Yeah.
But if they're not good enough, because they're a donkey shot, then you've got time to get away. So
this was Taupe's argument that he had before. Do you remember when he was like, "Oh, Vanilla servers are..." He put that video out, and he was like, "Vanilla servers are dog shit," blah 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 blah. But then I had a bone of contention with that. Where, when's the last time you saw him playing a standalone or official server? Never.
Yeah, I mean, straight afterwards, Minder done this thing where he went on a Vanilla server for a week.
Yeah, I get that to kind of like calm the seas down a little bit, because I think everybody's noticed that, dude, you don't even play the official servers. How can you have like that strong of opinion on it and come out with that now? And
this is true. I mean, I don't know what he does on these offline modes. He might play some vanilla just a thing, but even I don't know if he has time to.
Even in this most recent Twitter thing, he said he's not played on official servers for over a year. So, you know, but now that he has, and he's actually experienced it fresh after how many updates have we had in the last year? Things have changed, right?
Yeah.
But now that he's experienced that fresh, and then he's complaining about it fresh, I think that's completely valid. That's absolutely fine. And everybody's always, like I say, everyone's got an opinion. But I think that's a valid opinion as well. And before I just brushed it off. I was like, look, you don't even play official, whatever. Let the Twitter fury rage and rain fire. But that's another thing. I didn't get involved. But this one I took notice of, because I get it. I saw it with my own eyes. I thought, that's fucking messed up.
Yeah, well, when it comes to PvP, Taupe is a perfectionist. He's so good at PvP, especially if he's got a Mosin with a PU scope. He's very dangerous, so he can see when there's certain things that are gone, that are not quite right. And yes, he was raging, and to be fair, he can be raging because there isn't quite right on. It's not quite right on vanilla. Hence why a lot of people play on the community servers.
Yeah. Amongst other things like moderation and blah 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 blah, but that's one of the ones. That's the great debate at the moment. And Mike was saying on that feed that the damage distribution at the moment is DayZ's biggest flaw, and I find it hard to disagree with him. Really,
I'm obviously if you do not take the subject matter expert in that field's opinion. And if you don't know as much as they know, and you think that you know more than them, then you're stupid, because Mike spends a lot of time in them game files for Karma Crew servers, and he may help out other servers as well, which he probably does because he's such a nice guy. That he knows what needs tweaking, and he tweaks it with the Karma Crew server, which makes it, it's one of the servers that's mostly fully stacked all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always...
It speaks for itself. It speaks volumes that they have packed out servers. And I think Zero changed it as well. I don't believe Zero got the vanilla damage stuff in there.
Yeah.
So that speaks volumes as well. Zero and Karma Crew are one of the two most popular types of servers that people go on in the community. So another thing I want to talk about as well is with this whole damage thing. Let's take Tyrannus for a minute. You start off in, Cherno, Electro, you're getting all this way. The earliest opportunity you'll probably, unless you're lucky at one of the little small military checkpoints, you find a zombie with a plate carrier on, you're going to have to go further north to more dangerous areas. Travel into the map, get further into the map. Maybe Northwest Airfield or Zelenogorsk is going to be, not Zelenogorsk, VMC is going to be the place where you get your ballistic protection, be it a plate carrier. If that plate carrier doesn't have any effect, it doesn't actually stop you from being unconned or stop you from being, one-tapped, what's the point in going out of your way to look for it? To try and get that top tier loot.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I think from now on, I'm just going to run with a press.
Oh, it looks better as well, Andy. I like the blue. You run with a press and a blue UN helmet, and I will miss you every single time.
Well, that's what. When I was watching Minder's stream, like I said, and Peroniax was wearing a blue UN helmet, and everyone was rinsing him like, "You're gonna get fucking spotted, like from miles away. You're gonna get us killed." Like Minder and Taupe were saying, he was like, "No, it's fine. No, it's fine." And obviously, the fight happened, and maybe like 10 minutes later, he was still wearing the fucking hat. Like, and do you know what? Because I was watching both of them, Happy Bomb saw Peroniax with his blue UN helmet. That's the first person he saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad. But
It's funny though. You know what? Poroniax is probably one of the funniest guys I love watching. He's so funny, man.
I love
Him and
his.
Tope are such a good dynamic. You know what I mean?
Talking of dynamics, did you see OG and Wicked in Lights Out event?
I did not, but was Wicked hiding in a bush like he normally does?
Oh, mate. After this, I need to show it with you because it is incredible. We'll go OG stream, right? When they push into the bunker, spoiler alert, that next, we have to watch it. It's incredible. It's like the last 10 minutes of his stream. It's just, I was laughing so hard. So we need to watch that. And if anyone hasn't watched it, go back and watch OG's VOD on that. It was just perfect. Hello. So that brings us to today's event, I guess. And I'm curious to see how that's going to go. So today's event is King of the Castle, okay? Now here's
King of the Castle, look at me. No.
Here's my theory. Looking at what we've seen from the Lights Out event. Now, before we start, actually, got to shout out a few people playing the King of the Castle event.
Yep.
Got
shout out to our keen supporter and the owner of the Wolves of DayZ servers on PC, and it's Sauerkraut. He doesn't get much time on the PC, but he's giving this event a good old smash.
Yeah, good luck, Boyle. He's not Welsh. Yeah.
He's that's what we say. He's probably German.
He is German, yeah. And tomorrow we've got Nick. Nick?
Nacho Avaga Nick, yeah.
Avaga, yeah. Nick's playing tomorrow, Team Yellow. I think Sauerkraut's in orange today.
Yeah,
or
let's
blue.
have a quick look.
I think he's in blue.
Yeah, that's blue.
Daydreams is in orange.
Yeah.
Havoc's in orange. Sour Sweet's in orange. I only know orange apparently. I haven't got the list up, so I can't.
I got the
you.
list for the 19th, which is today.
Yeah,
Havoc's a listener of the podcast.
Oi.
Yeah, Sauerkraut is in Team Blue.
Shout out. Hey,
we've got not.
If you listened this far, you have to put what we're saying to put in the comment on the YouTube video.
Oh, I don't know.
Like for no reason, but just to know that you heard us shout you out.
Yeah. Cheers, Mahates.
Mahati. How's that
Yeah.
spelled?
Don't. Y-S.
Yeah, all right. Just put cheers for the shout out, mate, with an M8.
Mahati.
Yeah, with a Y. Mahati.
Yeah,
MH8Y. MH8Y. Is that what you? Okay.
Oh, Cairo's on Team Yellow, and Blister Biscuit. He's in Team
nice.
Yellow. Cairo's still around. I think he's moved. And Mr. OG, Mr. OT. That's a good old team, actually. Team Yellow. Bloody hell.
So we can shout those guys out.
Yeah.
So to that event, King of the Castle. The idea there's loads of teams. I think there's 8 teams or 6 teams or whatever. They've all got to get to Corona Castle, and whoever holds it at 7:00 tonight, UK time, which is 1.5 hours away, wins. Okay. Now with this uncon issue, right? How are they going to die unless they're getting headshots or they just keep peeking with low health? They're just going to go uncon. Like, there's going to be a lot of uncon states, isn't there?
Yeah.
So it's going to be very hard for another team to take the castle because it's going to be hard to wipe someone out.
You just get yourself that what's the grenade launcher, the Vietnam grenade launcher. M79. I don't know if you can find one of them, actually. That would be a great shout if you...
They're vanilla, aren't they? So, yeah, why not? Because I know that the Ariana's server is completely vanilla.
Completely?
100% completely vanilla. So, I think... I can't remember what her server name is. It's something like Absolutely Vanilla or something like that.
Yeah, that would lead you to believe it's vanilla.
This tastes like vanilla. I'm going to find out.
Yummy.
I'm going to find out what her...
We don't need to know. We don't need to know, do we?
Yeah. It's called Extremely Vanilla, all right?
extremely vanilla.
Yeah, so it's not just vanilla, it's extremely vanilla.
Okay, let us know when you're recording again.
I'm still recording.
Oh, okay. It's extremely vanilla, is it? That's lovely.
And scene.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and this issue surrounding the vanilla issues is in like vanilla uncons, vanilla ballistic protection,
Yeah.
certain vanilla weapons. 1 minute the slugs are OP, next minute they're nerfed for about 400 patches. Do you know, like that
fuck
sort of
slugs.
stuff?
Yeah, fuck slugs.
No one likes green. Everyone goes red.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. The reason why at the beginning where I said we'll move Happy Bombs out of that is because he'll make tweaks. He'll just copy his server config. You know what I mean? Whereas Peroniax and Senor Serpiente, who are the hosts of the Lights Out, they used vanilla servers. So is Ariana. She's using vanilla servers. So that's why this issue is going to be prevalent, I think. And it's gonna be a difficult one, isn't it? I think it's pretty much gonna be first in the castle wins.
Well, yeah, there is that. Unless you can get a lot of grenades and stuff like that. But also, it's going to be difficult playing vanilla for some of the people who don't regularly play vanilla. The people that stream quite a bit. You know, very rarely.
No one plays vanilla, really, do they? Everyone plays a lightly modded server.
I mean, you may pop onto a Spaggy server every now and then if you want to. But 9 times out of 10, if you use the community tab in your launcher, you're gonna not go on a vanilla one. There's a reason why you want to go on community tab.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but let us know what your debate is and your point of view. I know I've said opinions like arseholes, everyone's got one, but we are actually genuine just because
fart all over our comment section.
Yeah, just shit all over our comment section. Now come and talk to us. Sometimes with all the opinions floating around, the right one's going to be out there. Hit us with what your opinion is. If you believe there is something that say me and Andy don't believe in, you may be able to turn our decisions around and go, actually, he has a prevalent point.
Yeah, let's have the conversation.
I'm going to now take that as my opinion now. That is now my opinion.
Yeah, stole it. Mine. My germs.
My germs.
There's no way we've covered everything or every aspect of the current DayZ / damage issue. I don't think we ever will. I think there's always going to be a problem with it. I mean, even as good as it is, things like the community servers, however good of a job Mike does, there's always going to be some sort of tweaking that still can be done to it, so yeah, there has to be something. And I really liked the idea that that Fungal had in his interview, where he would like to see broken ribs in the future. Maybe don't go uncon, but get a broken rib so your stamina's affected.
You walk a bit slower, but broken ribs when you're wearing a plate carrier or a press vest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, I think that's a sick idea. Stop going uncon when you're getting shot in the chest.
You go uncon maybe if you get shot in the chest with a wearing no protection or just a stab vest. But if you got a press vest or a plate carrier, then you've got that ballistic protection from the ballistic round coming towards you. Why not just break your rib and then have reduced mobility rather than going uncon?
Yeah, and the whole I'm not even going to get into the whole uncon thing with a broken leg because that's another story. But yeah, I think.
Or you could do what Mike done and just put broken arms in because you really enjoyed that mod, didn't you, Andy?
Fuck off. And
thanks, Mike, for that good laugh.
No.
That was great.
Oi! Should we do a quiz?
You got one set up for me, have you?
No, I haven't. But, I'll tell you what. It's quiz time. It's quiz time. This is the theme tune to the quiz part.
Hey, let's see how badly I can do on this one.
Yeah, you can see a lot of thought went into that theme tune. Do you like it?
Oh, yeah, it's just like the Jetsons, but better.
I don't know how that goes.
You don't.
I didn't hear what you said. You cut out. You were talking too quietly.
Oh, sorry, you don't need to.
So it's quiz time. In light of current events, I'm going to give you a quiz on the Lights Out event. It's very Lights Out heavy this this episode, but
Okay.
I don't care. Who did you watch during the event?
I watched Taupe, a little bit of Peroniacs, but didn't see the end of the event because of work. Yeah, and then I watched Sour, Sweet, and Muller.
Okay, all right then. Okay. So this quiz is going to be who killed who.
Oh Jesus!
Well,
Please
you
let it be 50-50. How many shots I got?
I'll give you options then. I'll give you some options. So, question number 1: who killed Dozing Chopper?
Who killed Dozing Chopper?
So
I know he was going on a slaying spree. I knew he was on a slaying spree.
Did you see him die? Do you know how he died? Right. Okay. So do you want options?
I didn't. I'm gonna need options.
Okay. So was he killed by Hey Barmby, by falling off of a building, or by wolves?
Oh, yes, it triggered my memory. I remember you telling me now. Yes, it's wolves. He got mauled by wolves.
He did get mauled by wolves, man. He did.
Yes, he's got a point, gentlemen and ladies.
Yeah, it was so sad, and it was the night. So it was over 3 days. The first day was PvE only, but PvP in military areas. Second day was PvP anywhere, and but you could die and come back. And the third day was if you died, you couldn't come back. He died in the early hours of day 3 to wolves.
Oh, that's
he got so many kills as well. Let me see what it says here. He got. Why is it? He's not on the list.
Well, he definitely played the event.
Yeah, they haven't counted his kills for some reason. Oh no, his kills were on the day before. He didn't get any permadeath kills. He just sent people back to the coast.
Oh, he didn't do it when it counted.
No.
And then he died when it counted.
He did it the wrong way round, man.
Oh man.
Gutted.
Rip.
Okay. Question 2. Who killed Happy Bombs?
Who killed Happy Bombs? I'm gonna go OG. No, OG's on his team, weren't he? So I'm gonna go for Minder.
Oh yeah, it fucking was Minder.
Yeah. Oh, 2!
Yeah, 2 out of 2, man. Okay.
Jesus.
2 out of 2. Yeah, his name was a fun fact about Minder. In that.
It was German name, weren't it?
Yeah, he fucking changed his name in the DayZ client to Ludolf Steiner, and he forgot to change it back. So in all the logs, he's down as Ludolf Steiner. And when you were watching the shoutcaster, you're watching Signor Serpiente, you just saw fucking Peroniacs running around, Taupe running around, and this random dude called Ludolf Steiner.
Ludolf Steiner. Achtung Granada. Ludolf Steiner. Why does he go German? I don't get it, man.
Hello.
Yes. What else is he called? Hank, isn't he? And then when he plays Hell Let Loose, when he's the Germans, he plays like a really camp German. The English are over there.
Ja, bitte.
Oh, meine Schwinkter.
Right, hang on.
I'm hanging on.
So don't hang on that hard. Ow, let go.
Let go, bro.
Oh, I was looking to see if anyone killed themselves, but they didn't. Oh wait, someone did.
Who?
Someone did. I don't know who it is. Borgia Pavon? Sounds like a French player, maybe.
French or Spanish, yeah.
Borgia Pavon. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna find out how he killed himself and give you a couple of options, because someone must have clipped it on his Twitch, surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
Oh, shut the fuck up. He's a Spanish streamer, Borja Pavon.
I thought he might have been.
Yep, and he killed himself, right?
Yeah.
How did he kill himself? So, did he tread on his own landmine?
Oh.
Did he shoot himself in the head? Or did he tread in his own bear trap?
I don't know. I'm gonna say tread on his own landmine.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be wrong with that one.
Yeah, he just FLF'd, man. Fucking
What?
I don't know. I'm watching it now, and he's just sitting in a house, has an M-lock. He's got red blood. That's it though. His other stats look fine. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know whether he's saying, "Oh yeah, I've got to go pick up the kids from school" or something. I have no idea. But he FLF'd. Like,
from school.
he could have just logged out, I guess. Or actually, I wonder if this was like, look, I'm never gonna make it to the bunker in time, so I'm just gonna quit now, or fuck knows. But yeah, he killed himself. So you're 2 out of 3 so far. I reckon if we get to 5 and you get the next 2 wrong, I think you lose.
Yeah, because I got more wrong than I have got right, but I've got to get more right than I've got wrong to win. So I only need 1 more.
Yeah. Thanks for explaining it so thoroughly.
Thank you, bro.
It was beautiful.
Oh, my explanations are very good.
Do you know who won the event?
Yeah, we talked about it, wasn't it? Wicked, OG, and HB.
No.
No?
No.
No. No! Minder and Peroniacs. Jesus, they killed her. Yeah.
Right. So, question 4?
Yeah.
Question 4. Name one of the people that won the event.
I don't trust you, Andy, so I don't know, but is it Peroniacs?
I tell you what, I give you 3 guesses because there's 3 people, right? And you might get them all 3 right, you might get one of them right. Who knows?
3 of them?
Yeah, 3 people won. That was the thing. And the last 3 people in the bunker won.
Yeah, I know the event. I'm just thinking that I remember you saying that Minder got double crossed in the bunker, so he couldn't. That team wouldn't have won, would it? So I think it was HB, OG,
No.
and
So it was the last 3 people. It doesn't matter if you're on the same team or not. It was just the last 3 people to survive.
oh, then I ain't got a clue.
So you've used Peroniacs. You got 2 guesses, bro.
Peroniacs, OG, and Wicked.
No.
No. I don't know them.
No. So the winners were Adam Crook, Holly Rex, and Muller Yogurts.
Oh really? Holly Rex and Miller Yogurts. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know the other guy, but
Adam and Holly were on the same team, and Muller was on with TRMZ and
he
Sour.
was,
yeah, and then basically Holly and Adam pushed Iconique. He's a French streamer. Iconique killed one of them, and they killed him, so that left 3 people, whilst Muller was hiding behind some pallets. So, Dave, you can't win now, I'm afraid. No, wait, can you win? Yeah, this is make or break.
Yeah, I got last one, so it's 2
You have to get this one
wins,
right.
so, yeah.
We've got 2 right or wrong each, and I won't lie, I'm not holding high hopes for you.
Oh no, my man. Not if you come up with shitty questions like that.
Right, okay, let me come up with another question. Alright, okay, tell you what, here we go. How many people did Mr. OG kill? We've got 0, 3, or 4.
I'm gonna go 3.
Now, are we keeping up appearances where you get things where you keep getting the quizzes wrong?
I think we are.
Okay, so he did get 3.
Oh, you got 3!
Yeah, so you actually won.
Come on!
But if we're trying to keep up appearances, we need to give you another question where you get it wrong.
No, we're not. We're happy with that. We are happy with that.
All right, you've got a win on the board, man. It only took to episode 8, but you got it. Oh, that Borgia Pavon actually registered as getting a kill. I wonder if it was himself. Yeah, I'm looking in the list now on all the kills that people got in the event, and he has 1 next to his name. And I really hope it was him. I hope he didn't kill anyone else. Oh my god, the wolves killed 3 people.
What, just standard DayZ wolves?
Oh, that should have been a question. Who killed more people? Wolves, infected, or hunger? Just a bonus question, just for fun.
OG. The wolves killed more than all of them.
Yeah. Infected killed 2 people and hunger killed 2 people as well.
Infected killed 2 people.
These are meant to be pros, man. Like...
God, let's hope won't be kicking off there, will he?
The bloody vanilla
pro,
damage
bro.
system.
Vanilla system against these.
It's fucking
wolves.
broken. Yeah, fucking sniper wolves, man. That's what they are. They're horrible. They can one-tap you. They're bad.
Oh, like the wolves on Valheim.
Fuck the wolves on Valheim. Friendly? Just the tip, Dave.
The tip.
Just the
sir,
tip.
it's your turn.
Well, yeah, I mean, we spoke about this and we don't know what to call it.
Did we think of a name during this episode?
Well, it was meant to, but then I was busy doing the episode.
Yeah, snap.
So I'll tell you what, we could put it out to the listeners.
Yeah.
So we're going to explain the tip, and then if you can come up with a snappy name for it.
So we can go in on our sheet.
Yeah, on our
tips.
Discord, we've got like a list, and they've all got like easy names. Like there's always someone in Zeleno, or get a knife, something quick like that. But this one is a little bit long-winded, and we can't think of something sharp and snappy. So if you do, comment it in the Discord or on the YouTube video. So basically, it's about treating any military zone on any server, apart from where there's rules against it, but treating any military zone or any military tents as a KOS zone. So from my point of view, I'm not strictly going to KOS in a military zone, but I'm going to assume someone is going to KOS me. So I get my gun out. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Well, it don't matter whether you're in the 2 tents just next to Svet or you are at the Northwest Airfield at Bash. You are gonna have to have your wits about you because people want that loot that they think you've got or have picked up in that place.
Yeah.
So you need to have your head on a swivel.
I mean, I've met people in Northwest Airfield and then gone for runs with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'm not necessarily. If I can find an opportunity to have a run with somebody, even if it's in a military zone, I will do.
Even if they were coming out to tent. Don't
even remind me of that. That was the worst experience of my whole life. My whole DayZ life. I think I could taste my heart in my mouth.
Someone just walking into a military tent while you're in there looting.
We was only
in the tent.
We were only in Balota. It was just me and my brother. But we were super. I reckon we had like fucking under 10 hours in DayZ at this point. We were in the military zone. We'd obviously watch streams and stuff. And YouTube videos in the first military tents, not even the ones by the building, like the first military tents.
Oh, the one next to the Quonset hut.
No. The one that's like
the one
on its own.
Yeah, near the ghillie bunker. Then the ghillie bunker. Yeah.
Just standing in there, and we're like trying to figure out how to pick up this loot and put it in our invent and loot manage, and then we just hear VoIP. I'm coming in the tent. I'm coming in the tent. And we just shat ourselves. Didn't know what to do. Didn't know how. We thought, oh, fuck. We've made it so far to a military zone. We thought we were, like, doing well. When really, we just, like, run around like headless chickens around Chernogorsk for fucking... Chernogorsk for ages. And, this guy, basically, all he wanted was for us to kill him. He just wanted to die. But, yeah. He scared us to our core, mate. To our core. Anyway, I digress. Like when you're in a military zone, assume people are gonna shoot at you. I think is the key thing, isn't it? Usually, if I'm not in a military zone, my gun's away. By default, unless I look super geared. If I'm like wearing a plate and stuff, my gun's probably going to be out. But if I'm not wearing a plate and I could probably get away with not being shot at by the guy that's seen me because I don't have my gun out, it will be away. However, in a military zone, I'm going to assume people are going to shoot at me first, so I like to be prepared.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
People go to people go to them PvP zones as such to... the military zones are making PvP zones, so they see it as kill or be killed in them areas. So just have your wits about you.
Is kill or be killed? Could that be the name, or is that too?
Kill or be killed. We'll let the listeners decide.
Yeah. I think you guys should decide. Friendly!
I got a little caveat at the end. We've just had our Day of Remembrance, the closest Sunday to the 11th of November. So I'd like a big shout out to all the veterans and all the soldiers that lost their lives throughout any conflict throughout the world. Yeah, just enjoy what you have.
I appreciate the sentiment. Is a big shout out the right word to say?
Probably not.
I mean, you coming from the armed forces, right? I don't have a leg to stand on. You can say whatever the fuck you like, really. If you find it appropriate, then that's cool with me.
There's not really an appropriate thing to say. I went to my first medal. Well, I went to my first remembrance parade because my niece asked me to go and wear my medals for the first time after leaving. So it's been 5 years since I've left, or no, it's been 6 years since I left, and
Damn, really?
it's the first time. I felt awkward wearing my beret. I didn't feel so awkward wearing my medals, but I felt awkward wearing my beret. So yeah, it's just all a bit of awkward affair when you get out of the army. But being a veteran, you should be totally proud of what you've done. And there's a lot of veterans that do play this game.
Yeah.
Either it be
Daydreams?
American veterans, Australian army veterans, British army veterans. There's a lot of them out there that do play this game because it does attract that type of, personality to play the game. There you go.
Okay, man.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for sticking around with another episode. Hopefully this one's given you a lot to chew on, I think. A lot of stuff that can be discussed, and feel free to tweet us or join our Discord, which you can find from our Twitter page or down below if you're listening on YouTube.
We didn't plug at the start again, Andy. We failed to plug at the start again.
You were meant to write it down and remind me.
Yeah. I know. I need to write this down now in the book.
Right. Yeah. Reminder to remind Andy, or to reminder to read the reminder to remind Andy to plug at the beginning.
Plug at the start.
Right. Cool.
Put a plug in.
Put a plug in it. Up it.
Yeah. Up it.
Put a plug up it. Alright guys, it's been a pleasure. Until next week, I've been Andy.
Hey.
I do the hand. I drink a lot.